Welcome once again, weary traveler. I am probably Mothman, and I am under your stairs. Wait a minute, no, these are my stairs. False alarm. I dare say the goal of today's spectacle is simply going to be clearing a road. I don't know if I'll be saying much because I'm just going to be clearing a road. But it is, I'm sure, going to be a peaceful little time for the both of us. As soon as I find where I put my cooked food, there we go. Can't clear a road on an empty stomach. And swap the club and the spear positioned. We'll swap it that way. But we're forgetting the most important ingredient. I think it's 20? I was correct. So, basically, we're gonna put on that cart, head on out, and just follow the path. Now, just because I'm not sure how many pine trees I'm going to clear, I am going to bring a stack of core wood with me, because I know we need to cross at least one river, and we're going to have to do a bit of building to get that done. Excuse me. A little bit of extra resin's not a bad idea. And a little bit of extra wood for workbenches. Alright. I think we're about as ready as we can be. Let this be your reminder to drink some water if you have not in a hot moment. I'm not super worried about flattening out the road too much just yet. And I say that mainly because I will come back through with the stone cutter and pave it proper. Which will do a little bit of evening it out, which will require a little bit of evening out when I get to that step anyway. Hello once more, David Boney. Goodbye again. I'll see you next time. David Boney is a skeleton that keeps showing up in my D&D campaigns. I honestly don't remember if it was a player's idea to name them that or if it was mine, but they have lived immortal and, well, in one instance, stolen the party's cow and cart. But to be fair, he thought they were dead. And, well, it's hard for a skeleton in Adelar, so... You know, they took the cart and did their best to make their days peddling goods. Somebody had to feed the cow. Oh, I am so sorry. Wow, the trees in Valheim are the most dangerous thing in this game. Oh, me oh my. Oh, hell. Oh, I was not expecting that. Oh, it's good to see you again, David Boney. Alright, so you're standing on their head. Where the hell are you? Okay. So, I think that might be another burial crypt over there. Sweet. More circling cores would mean more... I'm not going to go in, but I at least want to come over here and mark it on the map. I believe I hit that one too last time, so I'm going to go ahead and mark it off now. Oh, man. I wasn't expecting it to, like, so perfectly fall down, rim this perfectly, and then just whomp straight onto their head. That was like Dwarf Fortress levels of unfortunate death. Okay, this little stretch of road's not too cluttered. Now, my hope is, admittedly, that I can use most of this wood to build the bridge, and then that way it empties the inventory a bit for the rest of the trip. Because I'm realizing I'm getting a lot of wood. You're allowed to try. I was just hearing something. That's not me dunking on the Grey Dwarves this time. I actually think I was hearing something. Must have been the wind. Now, see, I don't want to... Okay, here we might do a little bit of work and just try to... Oh, you know what I can do? I've just the thought for this. If I'm not mistaken, the river is right over here, which is good. Yeah, alright. The caveat is that I need to repair my axe. And it is assuredly getting late. Let me finish what I'm doing here really quickly and then... my head, you little bugger. Alright. Oh, I had to take a drink, pardon. Alright, so my thought was, before I was rudely interrupted, Right about there. Realize this is going to require just a wee bit of shimmy shaman. Ah, no, it's one. One Twitch, not two. I do have a little bit of stone. Bloody wonderful. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna take the rain as a sign, perhaps, that it is time to go. Right after this. There we go. Now anytime that we're coming through here, we can grab a couple of berries. They're marked off nicely. It's a little weird looking, I know, but it's fine. And I was just like, oh, it's time to go. And then I proceed to just stay in the spooky forest far after dark. There we go. I'm not fully sure what I'm doing with the bars in the middle. They don't line up perfectly, but maybe there's something in the asymmetry. Alright, it's saying I'm out of wood. I think that... yeah, I'll take this back to second lamp. I need to get that tree out of the way. I'll do that on the way back. But I think I'll take this to second lamp and use this in the fortress walls. So I was thinking about just doing the stake walls, but those are a little bit pricey. Not terribly so, but enough it pays to have a little bit bigger of a stack of wood. We're gonna need a fair amount of wood, core wood, where we're going, so I think we'll leave that there. And I think what I might do is just build out the wall from that stash there. Since we're Back here, I'm just gonna repair stuff and do some stuff here. Since it's raining, it's not really worth the traveling. I think I'm just gonna stop talking for a little bit and just let the Valheim storm play. Okay. That's looking like a good little platform. And the storm has passed as well. I dare say this will provide opportunity to get to the roof if I ever need to refresh the lamps. This is quite thin. I'm able to shoot over this. Not a great start. Alright. Oh, that's fine. How visually off is that from the outside? Pretty very. Well, we can try this, but I think as soon as I get over this one, it's going to get a little bit tricky. Maybe? Okay. Now. Alright. Alright. Oh, there we go. That's a pretty easy adjustment, too. And this is why sometimes you just play with custom heights. The snapping is amazing. Don't let yourself be constrained. Sometimes it looks perfectly fine, just the same as if you know, use the snapping to put it in place. Now, that being said, I'm absolutely using the snapping to snap them to that height, because otherwise it would look like... well, probably not a lot better than that. I feel like that is a little off kilter, but I don't know if it's enough that I need to worry. Yeah, I might need to worry. Do I need to? So, well, I guess the problem is it might have been off back here, and then just it's not getting better as we work it this way. No, it's getting popped out further with each iteration. Interesting. Okay. Well then, why don't we just do this? it is not. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So what we'll do is a couple of those. Those seem fine, so we'll leave them be. There we go. And this is just sort of a straight on till morning kind of situation. At least over to the tower here. Probably not. If I had to... do sort of a gabled roof. Need to go out. Depends, I guess, on how I want to make that pattern look, but I don't think that's the priority at the moment. I might do core wood running up the sides here to just give it a bit more of a visual anchor down into the dirt as well, and maybe run some I guess just to put the idea here to remind myself of it. Something like that. Then repeat the pattern out and about. Just because I'm not sure what to do about that little bit of a gap up there. I could run the core wood all the way up, but that, I don't know, that doesn't feel quite right. This at least feels like it's giving a visual reason for the core wood to sit there. It's like some kind of bracing on the outside. That being said, we're probably going to kind of adjust some of the, I guess, the gatehouse here. You know what we could do? You must pass the gate of the lamp. Where's my resin? Now we play the game of how difficult can I make it to reach those. Actually, we're gonna do ourselves a favor here. Now that would be an incredibly slow way to get rid of resin. Just make torches, fill them up, and break them. I did the triangle, so it would be a little bit easier to actually fill them up. I'm gonna, I think, do something on the inside too, just to give it a little bit more of a shape. Nope. Okay, so that has to snap there. That's not gonna border thing I want there. That is alright. That is alright. Yeah, I think that would be well served by that wood border. Yeah, because that helps hide some of the wood sticking out. That looks like a nice sturdy wood wall. Gonna have to huck some big rocks to tear that sucker down. I say as I nervously look towards the woods where I know big rock huckers live. That'll provide a little bit of protection for the stairs. The ones down here might still kind of get the short end of the rain stick, but that's just how it is sometimes. This may well just be like a viewing platform of sorts, or I might try to build some way down to the water. Let's see. That's all the way up there. Honestly, maybe a path down to the water wouldn't be the worst idea. I'm gonna have to go after the Elder eventually, and that's sailing. One moment. Alright. I know I got lost in the sauce there a little bit with the storm in the building, so I wanted to see how long the recording was. Alright. I do think I want to complete the 3 raids. Alright. Maybe I do have the raid setting to the right level. I did not actually change it to much more, but I think mayhaps Valheim has decided to call me on my bullshit. I think I said something about not jumping out and just fighting in a melee with all of these Grey Dwarves. Time to test out my defenses. I think they heckin' work. It's not even really my health, I think, that made me a little bit inclined to leave the melee. It's honestly my stamina. Oh, can I, like, knock them off my porch? That's kind of hilarious. Okay. That's kind of fascinating in a way, so they can get across. They sure as hell don't know what to do once they're in here. I did not think we would make it this far. I'm unprepared for this. Alright, well. Plenty more wood, I suppose. We'll keep that there. Speaking of wood, I think we'll finish doing some decoration to the walls here. I guess it kind of depends on where exactly I'm standing that they'll flock to, so I could always go to the front door with the intent of defending. But I'm wondering how mandatory like the full ring of walkable platform is going to be in terms of defense, but I think I kind of want it for aesthetics, so eh. One, I need wood, and two, I need to stop huffing the smeltery fumes. Also need to carry a little less. Let's put the rock in there for now. Up to there at least. I think that may have gotten off that at some point. Interesting. When did that occur? It feels like there. I suppose it's good that the raid already happened. So I'd be pelted with rocks right about now. I realize this would be made much easier just by waiting till day, but that would require waiting till day. You know what? Instead of staying up for 2 nights, I think I will actually give my Viking some rest. That seems like a good practice. Once again, under the stairs. Okay, well, we got over to here at least. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to have the wood to do the platform all the way around. does only take one. What we are going to do, though, is utilize a little bit of temporary building to get this so I can see what height it needs to be so that I don't have to guess. Actually, that's pretty spot on. Lovely. Oh, pardon me. Okay. Not perfect, but it's not like this isn't already kind of clipping off that set of stairs, so we'll adjust when we get to the point of needing to. Should also probably patch the hole in my wall. What do we got left? We got 45 pieces. That I don't think that's gonna get us all the way around, but I don't think that's actually gonna do too bad either. I think if I really need it, I can also grab just a little bit more wood from over here. No, maybe not. That's core wood. Okay. I'll take that much, and I think that will do us. That looks okay. No. What do we got? Why don't you want to line up right? Alright, now you're playing. Now you're playing. Just so I don't keep sucking up copper ingots as I'm working on this corner. These over here. Okay, we have a fair few smelted too. Yeah. This is why you smelt while you're not paying attention to it. It's because you get pleasantly surprised by the amount you've gotten done. We're gonna put some more of these down before I bother hopping back up there. I am focusing in far too much on a tiny detail that no one's going to care about but me. We're gonna pretend that corner doesn't exist, I think. This corner is lovely. I barely have to think about that corner. Alright. So not 100%, but that is pretty dang close. Alright. Now, we're not going to leave that there. That was more just a test of sorts. What we are going to do is get up there. We're going to give ourselves some stairs kind of up and over that section. I think what we're going to do is clip them into the wall there. Okay. We can absolutely do that, but we have to do it the right way. Yeah, we'll base it off of the lower of the two. Maybe? No, that's... Don't quite think that's the play, as it happens. That's you. One, we know that works. That's gonna stick down and look real ugly. Well, I suppose we could just not care. Let's see, we would need 1, 2, 3, perhaps. And down the other side. I'm not going to see that because we're up here. Only probably once in a blue moon. Gives us the little edge of that. I think that needs to be there still. Looks a little floaty otherwise, but that's okay. That portion especially. Just curious what we can do with this. I don't know that there's too much point to really being up there specifically, but you know, it gives you a way to walk around it and gives kind of a pleasant curve to part of that area. I'll probably refine it a little bit when I get a particular inclination to do so, but for now, I think what we're going to do is add a staircase to get in over here. You know, I have an idea percolating, but I'm not going to plant that seed just yet. Let's give ourselves a little bit of a landing space up here. There we go. That lets us run around the edge here. Nothing is really sticking out. That's still a little bit weird. That's alright. Alright. That means most of our smeltery equipment is going to be protected too in case we do get a troll raid or something of the like. Should probably take a moment and repair what's out here, but I think that is a fine, fair, and dandy place to leave it for a moment. We got a little bit more rain here at the end. Nice and peaceful. Well, maybe what I'll do is I'll run around and put some of that core wood up and about. Leave that there and we'll pull from our stores. But let me come here and place that down, clear out some trophies, and we'll see about putting that bracing up while it rains. Do just kind of another little chill segment with just some rain and some building noises, and we'll stop after that, I think. Spot for the Butte berries. There we go, that's where they are. Pardon for all the chaotic flipping. Another raid? Aight. I'm feeling special, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, the wall's working. Alright, well, how many arrows do I have? I've got 42 arrows. Kindly line up. Just in case I fall down into the melee. Again, something, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Okay, we're up to 14 bows. That's not doing too bad. Could be a little bit higher, but might have to actually go make some arrows. Tell you what, it'll build your combat skills. Let's finish this wall and I think we'll call it there before we get... Another raid would mean 5. I believe that was the 4th. Oh, no. Okay, that lined up beautifully. Alright, because the back gate was like one panel removed and then it starts. Alright, fantastic. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to be the case over here, but luckily we can kind of manipulate the look of it by just kind of hiding any mistakes behind the smelters. Alright, let's... What's there? So, 1 panel, 2 panel... Aha, see. Would have been off just a little bit. Assuming I didn't mess up the pattern here because my camera's zooming in and out a lot. Which I might have. I might have borkled that a little bit. Because I think that goes there. Yeah, that's only one way. What happens if I go to... pillar. Okay, never mind. It actually lines up well on both sides. All right, well that's the reinforcement done. Not perfect, but one added benefit of that is that does give a bunch of foundation pieces in the midst of the wall, so nice. Drop off some of the core wood there. I think we're gonna take most of the wood over to my actual stockpile here, because I didn't realize I was quite so low. And then I think we're going to have to visit some lights upon the wall of second lamp here, but that is going to be another day's task and toil. It's a shame I can't eat the great Orphies yet. Soon. Well, you know, mountains, but cosmically soon. Peace and love, everybody. Good night.